Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. We are on the 10th day of Frizzmas and we are rolling right along. I am really excited to sit down and do this video because, as most of you know, if you follow me on Instagram, I went to the first Creators and Friends holiday party and it was just a wonderful experience. And I love going to Vegas. It was a weekend away and I had a really fantastic time in those 3 short days. And I want to tell you guys all about it. I want to tell you just about everything. So, and I also want to recreate the eyeshadow look that I wore to the holiday party because I got a lot of comments on it and I just want to recreate it and just chit chat today. If that sounds good to you, keep on watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. You know I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. Did I say it was mimosas and makeup? I don't know if I said it was mimosas and makeup, but it is. And I have a mimosa and I had to get one for this. I'm so excited to share about this video, but first let me know how you're doing in the comments section of the chat. I do hope you're doing well whenever you're watching this video, and that if not, and maybe this video can just kind of give you a little momentary escape, you know, because we need that, y'all. We really do. So let's start from the beginning and then I'll get into the makeup, but I gotta focus real quick. Earlier this year, I saw that a bunch of YouTubers, content creators, got together in Charleston. It was a lot of people that I watched and I was like, wow, that is so awesome just to see that there is friendship here. There is real community here. And I already knew that. I have that here on my channel and I know that it's there. And I think that I came into YouTube during a time where people were really looking for community due to the pandemic. From what I've heard before that, there was a lot of competition. There was a lot of, you know, pettiness, drama, things like that. And I'm really thankful that I got into these little makeup streets after that. So when I started my channel, I told you all it was in May of 2020. I was teaching virtually. I was looking for an outlet. I was looking for a way to be creative. I was looking for a way to just not be a mom. I was just looking for something of my own. And through that, I have just come into the most wonderful community, and it includes all of you, honestly. So when I saw the girls get together in Charleston, I thought it was awesome. And of course I thought like, wow, it would be really awesome if I could be on a trip like that and meet some of the people that I watch and just connect with some of the people that, you know, I may just talk to through Instagram, just through the internet or through YouTube comments. Fast forward a few months, my friend Yadi told me, she's like, I was invited to the next Creators and Friends event and they asked if I wanted to refer anybody. And she's like, I referred you and I referred Dr. Ash. And I was like, okay. And I didn't really think anything of it. Before I go any further, the Creators and Friends events was started by Samantha March and Simbri. I watched Samantha March. I did not know Simbri. I know who she is now. I know her now. But, you know, they just had this idea of networking and having community. And I know Samantha March always talks about community over competition and things like that. So I really wasn't sure, was I going to get invited or anything like that. But sure enough, a few days later, I got an email from Samantha and Simbri about the party. And I was just like, okay, I'm definitely going. It was in Vegas. I would have to take 2 days off of work, but you know, I'm planning it out. Vegas is one of my favorite places to go. Just give me a little reason and I'm there. And I was like, this would be awesome. And then Ash says she got hers. I put Jamie as a referral, my friend Jamie. Maybe Ash, she may have referred makeup on your radar. And all of us were invited. And then meanwhile, my friend Kelly over at Keep Beauty Real was invited, and just different people were invited. I didn't really know. And at first I was like, wow, this is going to be a really huge event, like a really huge party. It wasn't going to be the close-knit event that I saw in Charleston, because I was like, you know, this is creators and friends. You know, you could bring a +1, things like that. So I didn't really know what to expect. But I knew I was going. I knew I was going to get something positive out of it. I was just really excited. December really rolled around quickly. I keep going like this because it's making this weird shadow, and I'm trying not to have that. But it came really quickly. I was not sure my dress was going to arrive on time. And not only did I have to pack for myself, the boys were going to be away for the weekend as well. And I had to pack for them too. So I took off of work Friday and Monday. I left Friday around noon, and I got there around like, I think it was 2:30, because it's 3 hours behind. And now we can start talking about my time there. Okay, I'm gonna scoot like here to the right just a little bit. I didn't really vlog. I really just wanted to be there. And so I did take a lot of pictures, so I definitely want to pop those up. I also want to show you all what was in the goodie bag that we got. And I'm going to get ready to start recreating this eyeshadow look. So what I have on my face right now is just from earlier. It's concealer. I do have my brows done, but I'm going to put on the whole look. So I did use Hourglass foundation, and I now have a new shade in it, which I purchased while I was there, because I'm really the perfect match between 10.5 and 11. So that's what I'm going to put on my face. When I got to Vegas, I don't know, Vegas is just like, I wouldn't mind living there. I'm from Baltimore, but my vibe is more West Coast. Vegas has always reminded me of a place of reinvention. I think about how they renovate the hotels, how they blow them up and tear them down and then rebuild something else. Like, it's always reinventing, and it's such a melting pot where people can be exactly who they are. Vegas is special to me because that's the first place that I went to on a spring break, and that was my senior year of college. We went for like 6 days. I'll never forget. We were in the elevator with someone, and they were like, "You're really bold to stay in Vegas for this many days." And we were like, "Why?" But now I get it, because it's wild. I think the special thing for Vegas is I went from being a college student, a single person, a person with no kids, and going to Vegas because my family goes there pretty much once a year. My family has timeshares, and I have family in California, and we were just going there and meeting up and hanging out for a week together. I did a vlog. We went this year, and it was great, and we're going next year. So it's always just been special. But what makes it more special is I went from being really young to being a mom and figuring out, what in the world do you do in Vegas with kids, and realizing that there's so much to do with kids. I have a great time every time I go. And with the boys, I still have a great time, because I realize that I do take them mostly everywhere with me, and I have to find ways to have fun with them, because I'm not always going to get that free time. I'm not always going to get that break. That's why Vegas is really, really special to me. I think it's an amazing place. So anyway, I get there, and I'm trying to think what I did first. The traffic was terrible. There was a college football game. You could see, because they had the Formula One racing there. So there's a lot of the bleachers up and things like that they're taking down. And once I got to my hotel, I stayed in the Treasure Island. I got myself situated. I wanted to go to the Bellagio. I wanted to get some wine. I wanted to get some cups, some water, just some things to have in my room. I'm not afraid to travel alone, but what makes me nervous to travel alone is that I feel like my mom is always worried about me traveling alone, and rightfully so. It's crazy out here. I'm using the Natasha Denona color corrector. I'm not posting any pictures, so let me center myself. And I'm going to use the Natasha Denona concealer. I did purchase the Natasha Denona color corrector and the concealer while I was out there. I think I might like it better than my Dior, actually. So I started walking down to the Bellagio because I wanted to see the fountain.
The hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea.
And I almost had a panic attack because it was almost out of excitement. Like, I did it again. I've gone somewhere by myself, and like, I feel good, I feel comfortable here, I know where I'm at, but in a way it started to make me have anxiety. I don't know why. I did catch the fountains, but there was a bleacher set in the way, so you couldn't go directly in front of it, unfortunately, from the Formula One. So then I went back to my room.
Not Captain America.
On my way back, I went to Fat Tuesdays because that's my spot. But I don't think I can handle Fat Tuesdays the way I used to. My body is just giving me a lot of signs like, girl, bye. Like, you're not having all this sugar. You're not having all this stuff. I don't really do like a whole lot of mixed drinks. I have my mimosa, but I don't do frozen daiquiris and things like that. But I had to have it. And so I usually get strawberry, peach Bellini, and then I get a test, I call them test tubes, but one of those tubes of Bacardi Dragonberry. Oh my gosh, it was so good, y'all. It was so good. And when I went to the liquor store, I found one of these wine cans that I like, but they don't sell them on my side of town. It's by 14 Hands Winery, and it was a rosé bubble. So I got a bottle of that, got some water, and I was good to go. I was just like, this is just awesome. I'm just not used to going on vacation and I can just make all the decisions for what I want to do, and I'm not on anybody else's schedule. And you know, it's not like someone's watching The Boys and I'm on a time limit, like I gotta hurry up and get back. Now this shade, this is the best shade, y'all. Oh my gosh. It is, and her concealer is funny, but it's RP6. It's a rosy undertone, and I realize I do have some redness. I'm starting to realize that, and I just love this shade. Oh my gosh, it's better than the neutral shade from her line. And it's so, like, look at that. It's so radiant. It's just, it's gorgeous. So I ordered some food. I ordered wings. And I ordered something else. I think it was just a burger. I ordered a burger. It was so good. I ate it up in my room. And I just was feeling great. That was my Friday. And my Saturday plans were that I was going to get up. I was going to go to Starbucks. I was going to go over to the Fashion Show Mall to get my nails and my feet done and just walk around. And that's what I ended up doing, and go to Sephora. So that's what I ended up doing. And meanwhile, I had talked to my friend Natalia, who is on YouTube, Natalia Lavrova, and I'll link her channel. She's like, I have a car. Like, I can pick you up for the party. Maybe it'll be nice to go in with somebody we know. And I hadn't met her. She's like, but if you're cool with it, I'm like, yes, I'm cool with it. So I ended up getting my feet done, went to Sephora. And in Sephora, I ran into another YouTuber, and their name is Hot Mess Tom. And I don't know if you've heard of them, but I was like we were following each other on Instagram, and I was subscribed to his channel, and I was like, are you Hot Mess Tom? And he's like, yeah. So that was really cool, you know, to run into someone. He's like, are you here for the event? So we talked a while, and then I ended up having to go get my feet done. So this is the nail color I got. It's called, I think it's called Endless Summer. It's like by OPI. I don't get gel nails or anything like that. I just get a regular manicure and pedicure. So I'm committed to getting my nails and feet done on a regular basis. So I'm starting now. I'm not waiting until 2024. And I hope this isn't boring, y'all, because I feel like I'm moving super slow with the story. That's what I did. And I had a really great time going to the mall. And I just felt really good. I'm taking my Ben Nye pink powder. When I got back, I just, you know, was going to start getting ready for the party. And Natalia was going to pick me up at 6:45. So the dress that I wore, and I'll pop it up. I'm just going to slide this back so we can see. The dress that I wore was from Farm Rio. Farm Rio is one of my favorite brands, but I cannot afford it. But they were having 50% off. So I got the dress for half off. And that's the only time I can shop them. I found out about Farm Rio because they did a collab with Adidas, which is one of my other favorite brands. I was like, this is the dress I want. It was the same style of the dress that I wore to the Usher concert, and I just felt like it looked nice. Then I was like worried, like I'm gonna have to wear heels. So I got this little heel from Amazon, and I got me a little foot pad from Walgreens to put in the ball of the foot. So they were super comfortable, and I just got those shoes from Amazon, so I can probably link those. I just thought they looked really nice. Now, when it comes to makeup, I knew I was going to take my Xenon palette because, like, why not? I am really crazed over that palette, so that was going. My DANESSA Myrix Lightwork palette was going because I had not tried it, and I've only tried the 2 shades that I use, but I was like, that's going. And my Biba palette. Those 3 palettes had to go. Biba is my baby. That goes with me everywhere I go for the most part. Then when I thought about blush and highlighter and bronzer and all that, this is what came to mind, which is my Snake palette from Hourglass. This is just, it's everything. And I always use it with my Bristles Beauty bronzer brush because it's a small brush. So this is what I use to do my bronzer. I think it's the perfect shade. Why do I hear the boys fussing? Like, I'm just trying to have me a nice time. I be trying to tell them, like, it's everyone's weekend, not just your weekend. They're probably about to come in here, so just hold on, y'all. Just hold tight. Here's the thing. I'm going to ask... I know. I want you to ask August to come in.
Come in!
They're going to make me have to get off and come back. They know they're about to get that screen time, and I'm not playing. All right, so look, this bronzer is nice, right? But I love this. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm just gonna use the same brush for blush because I don't know where the brush is. And then I just kind of went in all the shades, which is what I usually do. The finish is just so, I don't even know what to say. It's beautiful. And then I use the highlight, and then I use the finishing powder. Oh, I don't know why I did that. So that's really how I did my base, and I really liked it. It was blush heavy, but it was fun. So Natalia picked me up, and you know, it's just funny because I felt like I already knew her. And I'm like, hey, like I was really happy to see her, but I wasn't surprised at how she looked. You know, we hugged. It was just great. And she's a music teacher in New York. I don't think I would be comfortable driving in New York or on the Las Vegas Strip, but she definitely is a New York driver, and I felt totally fine with it. And the place where we had to go was only about, I don't know, 20 minutes away. Meanwhile, Dr. Ash had a fundraiser where she's from in Chicago, and she was coming straight from the airport to the party. So we get to the party, we go inside. Right away, we meet Samantha March, who was awesome. Like, she's like, hi, Cara. Like, I think from when we were invited, they definitely probably checked out everybody to see, you know, who they were. It was just awesome. The place was more of like an event space, and I was happy about that because it wasn't like a club or a hotel. It wasn't dark. It wasn't a place where it's like you're not going to be able to like really talk with people. There were like light foods, like more like dessert foods, which I don't really eat. There was like charcuterie, and there was someone making like little signature drinks, so that was fun. I wasn't there for that long when Ash was like, I'm pulling up. So I went out, I saw Ash, you know, we were together in Vegas earlier this year. You know, it was on from there, and then pulling up behind her was Heather Austin, Angelica Nyquist, K Bella Beauty. It was some other people. I also met Makeup Just for Fun, Amanda. I met Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. Riza Does Makeup was there. And I swear this woman from an Instagram channel called The Beauty Debut, she has gray hair. I swear I saw her there, but she left before I could say something to her because, oh my gosh, I'm really into finding like over 40 content creators. That's what I'm into, but that are youthful and that are aging gracefully. I was just really happy. Hot Mess Tom was there. And then I met Amira, who was following me on Instagram, and it was just nice to meet in person. And then there was this girl, she had a mask on, and I'm like, you know, just introduce myself. I'm like, what's your name? And she's like, I go by Fox. And I'm like, oh my God, I follow you, like I subscribe to you. And she's like, really? So she's awesome. I'm going to link all the channels of everyone that I can remember. When I was outside meeting Dr. Ash, and then Heather and Angie and everyone, K Bella Beaute pulled up, like Heather and I hugged like, hey girl, we have been following each other. I mean, she's been on YouTube longer, but I don't even know how we got connected, but we've chatted a few times and she sent me her palette. So it was just like, you know, when you, oh my God, I'm excited. My mic came off. Y'all know how that is. It just felt comfortable. It felt comfortable. I introduced myself to Angie, K Bella Beauty, I've known. So it was just really nice to see people in person. And then I saw Lauren May. You know, my favorite people. There's my girl Lauren. Look at the net. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. They're gonna say it. And she walked up to me. We walked to each other. She said, hi, Cara. And I'm like, you don't know who I am. You don't know me. Nope, sure don't. She was like, yeah, I see you got the Crumb Couture. I'm like, yeah, girl. Yeah, thanks. We talked about fragrance for a while and it was great. So what I wanted to say was people were taking pictures and things like that, but nobody was really like vlogging. Everybody was really in the moment and everybody was so nice and just so happy. Simbri was great too. So now I've been exposed to her content, and there were some other people that I had never met. There was Too Much Tosh. There was Sarah and Rose, who we subscribed to each other, but I don't think we realized who each other was. So then when we saw each other, it was like, oh yeah, like I know. So it was really nice.
We don't get this, you know, like you would maybe in a traditional employment. You don't get potlucks no more. Potlucks and the holiday parties. So that's why we wanted to do this, and we just really appreciate everyone coming out. So yeah.
So yeah, the party was great, and we were gifted these really awesome goodie bags, which I'm gonna try to show. I don't want this video to be too long. We're gonna get into the eye look starting. Oh damn, I did use Biba in this look, but I'm not gonna go get her out because she's put away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a shade from the Hourglass. I'm just gonna use the bronzer, and this is just something to blend the other shades into. So we had a little toast and everybody really was just talking. I thought it was so great to see content creators with big channels, with small channels, people that were Instagram content creators. And I was just really happy to meet so many people. I even talked to Heather Austin's sister-in-law for a while. It was a really nice time. It wasn't cliquish. It wasn't standoffish. It wasn't anything like that. Because I think one of the things people will probably want to know is like, how are people in person? Are they the same? Do they give off the same vibe that they give off when they're on YouTube? You know what I mean? And honestly, I can say yes. Yes, they all did. And I just love that, like I said, it was people with all different sizes as far as their channels. I'm going into Flurry, that were together and just making these like great connections. So this is the shade Flurry. My whole idea with this look was to mix warm and cool tones and also pick up the shades in my dress, which also had warm and cool tones. There was black, there was brown, there was beige. I'm gonna take this brush. I think this is a BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm almost certain I went into Sposh because that's my shade, and I tried to do like a little halo situation. So like I said, the party was great. Ash and I ended up walking away with one of the giveaway items, which was a Cleona nail polish advent calendar. And so we split up the polishes, and there was an after party, and Ash and I, we ended up not making it. Ash had, just gotten in, and we were so hungry. Like, I had eaten a little bit of something before we went, but I was definitely hungry. So we were like, we'll just go get some food and then we'll see how we feel afterwards. So we went to, I can't remember where we went, but oh my gosh, it was like we had the best burger. It was so good. I can't remember where we walked. We walked somewhere. Might have been the Venetian. I was just happy to spend time with Ash, and the hotel was cool. Like, I did like a self check-in. I meant to tell y'all, because I've never done self check-in. So it was like with a machine, and then the keys just came out, so I didn't have to wait in the line. So yeah, we didn't make it back to the party. We made it back to the room, and we were knocked out. But the after party looked really, really fun. It looked fun. I haven't been out to like the club in Vegas in a really long time, but it looked super fun. So that was the party. And again, everybody was so great. Everyone was so great. Saturday, we got up and we went to Starbucks. We had plans, this was Sunday actually. We had plans to go see Beyoncé, the Renaissance movie. We were going to see that night. Ash has a family member that was coming with us. So we decided to go to Sephora first. What else did we do? Oh, we went to one of Gordon Ramsay's carryouts, which was at the Link Promenade where that big like Ferris wheel is. And it was called Fish in a Box. And it was so good. I got, like, you pick your box, you pick your topping for your fries, and you pick 2 sauces. So I got shrimp and lobster, and I think she did too, with these like truffle parmesan fries. So we ate that. That was delicious. Then we went to Sephora. So Ash got some stuff. So the whole thing was that day, my friend Kelly over at Keep Beauty Real, who I do the BYOPs with, she couldn't make the party because she was going out there for work. She was going out there for work, and she wasn't going to be able to change her flight to get there earlier. So I was like, damn, like, I hope I can meet her while I'm out here, because that would be a shame, if I can't. I'm just putting the same shade on the lower lash line. Natalia was like, well, we're going to do dinner at Vanderpump in Paris. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I've always wanted to go there. And I'm so glad we went. So we did that before the movie. And that restaurant is beautiful. It's like garden themed. It was French food. Man, I stole the menu, y'all. Look. Like, I was like, I'm keeping this. But I definitely want to go back next time, because she has a restaurant in Caesars too. I got this beautiful salad. Hopefully you're seeing a picture of it right now. It was in like a Parmesan, like crusted Parmesan cheese bowl. And it was so good. And we had this bread. It was like these pull apart rolls. I'd never had an espresso martini. So we all got those. And it was awesome. And while we were there, Samantha, Heather, Angelica, Makeup Just for Fun, Simbri, K Bella Beauty, they ended up having dinner there too. So we went to take a picture and just say hi. And plus, Kelly wasn't able to make the party, so she got to meet everyone too. And it was just such a fun time. That restaurant was, it was so nice. I'm using my Unearthly Cosmetics Glimmer Grasp. I brought that with me as well. And I'm just putting it here in the middle. Yeah, we took a cab over to the Palms Hotel, because that's where the Beyoncé movie was. They have a theater there. And I was so surprised that the movie was not sold out. And that was the best thing in the world. There were like 10 people there. Man, wait, let me get the DANESSA. DANESSA! This is my first palette from DANESSA Myrick, so hold on. She's right here. The movie was phenomenal. There were not a lot of people in the theater, so we were on our feet, like just dancing.
Yes, montage. Come on, montage.
Don't do it. I know I had so many steps that night, and it was so fun. It was so fun because, Ash is a big Beyonce fan too. The two shades I used were the shades Fierce and Fearless. And I'm going to zoom back in so y'all can see how this looks on the eye. And I started with Fierce, which is the deeper shade. And then I think I'll put Fearless on top because it was real fiery. And then I'm taking Fearless here. Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm going to make it come together, so don't worry. This Xenon and Biba is really all you need to create like some stellar eye looks. Look at that fire there. And then I think what I did was I went into maybe Radiant or Centered and just kind of went on the outside with it, just so it wasn't a very harsh transition. So yeah, I mean, oh, also earlier that day, I forgot to say it, we walked around, we went to the Bellagio, and they had all of the Christmas decorations up. So let's look at that. The Christmas decorations, you know, they're all real flowers. So it was just so beautiful. I always make it a point to go to the Bellagio when I go, because they always have a different flower display up, and it's just so pretty. Inner corner highlight, I'm just gonna go into the shade Centered. I'm not sure what I did, or let's go into Radiant, because I remember it being something like this that really picked up. I had decided to bring my new Melt Slick Waterline pencils. So I'm going to put Rich Brown on, which I think that's what I use. And I love, like, brown and gray, I think looks so good together. Yeah, really beautiful. And then, of course, my Dark Star. Oh my gosh, and Pat is still having that sale. And today, they have the Velvet Liaison All Matte palette up there. And everybody talks about how good that palette is. And you can even get 30% off of the $12 lipsticks, because I just want one. It's in the shade Fever Dream, and I just think that color looks so good. But yeah, the Beyonce movie was great. And after that, I mean, that was it. Ash had to be back at the airport she got up at like 3:30. I was up at 4. I was out by 4:45. And that's all she wrote on this trip. But I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. It was really like the perfect amount of time for me. I can't say that I feel refreshed from the trip, which is unfortunate. I feel invigorated. I feel excited. And I'm trying to do this thing about like setting your intention for the day. And when I got up on Monday morning and I got ready to leave for the airport, I was like, my intention is to bring the positive energy, the attitudes, just the togetherness. I want to bring that back home with me, because I think it's amazing that you can meet people and have real bonds with people and you've never met them in person. With Dr. Ash and I mean, it was 3 years before we met, and I still haven't met Yachty. But when I do it, because Yachty and Jamie unfortunately could not come, but meeting them is going to be awesome. Just like when I met Ash, and you know, even meeting Samantha, meeting Angie, just meeting Lauren, meeting all the people that I met, whether I knew who they were or not. We are all doing the same thing. Content may be a little bit different, but we had that common bond. The energy was really positive. So this was the eye look. I'm gonna show you that, and then I'll get into my lip. But let me know what you think. This is like one of my favorite eye looks. Oh, now let's talk about the scent that I wore too. I know I'm going all over the place. I wore this scent called Devious, and I wore it over the Brown Sugar Babe oil that smells just like Killian Angel Share. Angie was like, who's got on Angel Share? I'm like, it's me. It's me. And it goes so well with the cherry scent. So Devious smells almost like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. It was long lasting. And this is the Lisa Eldridge Velvet Decade lip liner. And then my favorite lipstick, and I actually got 2 more while I was in Vegas with the sale. This Hourglass. This is the shade Larch, and I don't know, but there's something about this brown that's not like other browns that I have. It's just unique. I almost want to say it has a coolness to it. And this was the look, y'all. And you know what I did do that I didn't do? I dragged this out a lot. In the eyeshadow look that I did for the party. I really dragged it and had it kind of going out. And this is one of my favorite looks, I would say, period. Like 2023 ever. This is one of the best looks I've done. It just came together so well. It's hot, it's cool, it's smoky, it's special. I got to toot my own horn on that one because I really liked this look. I do hope that I'm considered for future events with the creators and friends, because it was really awesome. And you know, not trying to get anything out of it, just trying to connect with people that are doing the same thing that you do. But I will say it was nice to meet some of the people that I watch in person, and it was just nice to find more people to connect with. So with that being said, I want to show you what was in the goodie bags, because I think they were really generous goodie bags. It actually added a lot of weight to my suitcase, which was already overweight, so I had to pay more on my flight home, but it was totally worth it. Probably would have been best for me to do one of those overhead shots, but I don't have that set up right now. But this is the bag. This is an Allie Glines makeup bag or case. I've seen Allie Glines on YouTube. I'm not, I might be under a rock, I'm sorry. I know she just launched a brand, but I'm not super familiar with her. So I'm just letting you know. But it's an Allie Glines bag, and inside there are compartments. Yeah, this would have been better for me to insert some pics, but too late. So there's some compartments here, and there's a zipper pouch here. There's a zip pouch here. It's like denim with flowers. Hopefully you can see the flowers there. And then this is from her brand, Revive Beauty. And so there are some lipsticks here. I don't know how many she launched, but I do know that she launched a brand. So I'm just going to show you one of them. So they come in this slim tube. And these they almost look like the Gucci lipsticks, the ones that I like to wear a lot. So there's 3 of these. So they're like those slim, they appear to be hydrating lipsticks. So I have the shade Tulip, Lily, and Dahlia. So I'm going to try them out. Like I said, I don't know anything about her brand, but I'll let you know what I think about the lipsticks. And there are 2 of these little compartments, which are great. And there's one that looks like this. And let me show you what's inside. I have a little package from Cleona here. And inside there's a stained glass shadow. And I think the shade is Light Fast. So I'm like, yes. Yes, y'all, look. So this is Light Fast. We'll swatch it. So that's gorgeous. I mean, I'm always happy to have a stained glass shadow, even if it was a repeat. And then there's the Light Fast nail polish that goes with it. And then you also have a souffle eyeshadow here. And the souffle eyeshadow is from Surat, which I've never tried. So that's what it looks like. And this shade is Grise Doux or Dew. So that's what it looks like. Oh, it does feel like souffle. Ooh, okay. Now I'm not sure about how this would be on my eyes or how it dries down. It's really like put bouncy. So that's it right there. That's something like really neutral and everyday. It's got a little top here to keep it nice and fresh. I also have some singles here from Sydney Grace. So I just love that, you know, they organized this and the brands wanted to donate to something like this, which is great. And also you could pick, I picked the blue one, but there was like purple and there was pink. So I wanted this kind of grayish blue because you know that's my color now. This is the shade New Moon. All right, let's see if I can get it out of here. So it's new moon. Oh, it's a beautiful. Oh, okay, let's see. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. Wow. Okay, that's really nice. Almost looks like a duochrome, almost. It's real nice. Okay, nice. I'm gonna have to use that one soon. And then we have a matte shade here. This is Crescent Moon. I don't think I have Crescent Moon. It almost looks like Concrete Road or maybe Rover, but that's fine. I will gladly take it. That's beautiful. And then there's another compartment here. That's the last compartment. And there are some products here from Sigma, and there were some ladies from Sigma there. So there's a perfecting puff. I also have the F47 multitasker brush. And then this is, oh, a hydro melt lip mask. I didn't realize that's what that was. So I have that. I'm definitely gonna be using those. And then lastly, I want to show you the polishes that I got from Cleona, which are in this last compartment for the giveaway. And these bags, I'm sure these bags are pretty expensive. Oh, here's Devious. I was looking for this. This is Devious. Oh my God. And Devious goes with, it comes in a pair. It's Devious and Sincere. You wear them together. It's by Contradictions of Ilk. Or In Ilk. That's the niche perfume house. So the Cleona shades, we have Toboggan. Look at this beautiful blue. Gorgeous. We have Rose Tea Toasty. I'm just showing up close because like some of these have duochromes and glitters. This one is Crystal Cavern. Winter Frosting. This one is Festive Pine. I think I'm going to try to paint my nails with one of these tomorrow because I'm not getting my nails done until next week. I'm going to try to wait until next week. Oh, I love this. This is Shiver. Ooh. Okay, so I think I should do Shiver with Cocoon. Like, you know, maybe do 3 nails one color and then 2 the other. These are going to be so good together. What do y'all think? I think yes. So you all, that's it. That was my trip to Vegas. I don't think I left anything out. I'm very humbled by the experience. I was very humbled to be invited. It just let me know like there's cool people out there. And I know that because I have you all. And it was just also nice to see content creators that I admire, that I watch, that I've heard of, you know, because I didn't watch everyone. Kelly Gooch was another person that was there. And I've seen some of her videos, but I don't watch her like consistently, but I did introduce myself to her and everything. And it was just, it was so nice. And I did get to tell Annette about how much I love giant wolves. I said, girl, giant wolves. Okay. I love me some giant wolves. Like I had to tell her about that, you know? So it was just nice to be able to talk to people. I think that when you're in this space, like with YouTube, it just seemed like everyone understood that when you're on YouTube and you have a community like that, people really do feel like they know you. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But everybody was just so wonderful. And people weren't like, oh, I don't know this person. Like, why are they coming up to me? Like, because we were all there for the same reason. We were all there to connect with each other and make new connections. So I was very excited to be there. I was a little nervous at first, but only for like a few seconds. I felt welcomed. I felt like I belonged. I just thought it was a really great time and a great idea. And I do hope that Samantha and Simbri do more events like this because, you know, when you work with people, you know, you have events, you have holiday parties, you have things, but YouTube is not hosting anything like that. So if we want to do something, we have to put it together ourselves. And I'm glad that they took the initiative to do something so nice and put it all together. Samantha and Simbri, if you see this, thank you so much for including me in this first party. I do hope to be included in the future. And I just thought it was a great idea. I thought that they showed a lot of vulnerability and that they were very open. Everybody was so open. And Natalia, thank you so much for organizing everything. And I think I said I got to meet Kelly. So Kelly, I mean, meeting Kelly, I was just like, gosh, I've known you for 3 years. Like we've been doing build your own palettes for 2 years. And her hair in person, the rose gold hair. I mean, speaks for itself. Okay, everything was great. Always love seeing Ash. That was the second time, but it felt like the 50th time, you know. So, and Natalia putting everything together and being willing to, you know, drive, pick us up or pick me up and take us back. I mean, it was just, everybody just worked together to make everything happen. And I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for this community. I am so grateful for you all. And I'm so grateful to be here. I had no idea that this would be the case for me, you know, with this channel. So I'm gonna let y'all go. This video is probably gonna be super long, but I thank you all for joining me, and thank you for being here on this YouTube journey with me. And I feel like I'm on a journey with y'all. I love it. I love it here. I really just do. It makes me so happy. So with that being said, thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another Mimosas and Makeup and another day of Frizzmas. I got a lot of makeup to get up here for y'all too, because it's looking real crazy. Adept just showed up too, like a couple hours ago. So it's looking real wild, but that means we got a lot to do. So I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe. And you know, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Bye.